Hey guys, and welcome to another loot video. Here we are with 1,000 demonic gorillas. And to prove we've done all those kills, here we are at the Neve gravestone. We have killed 1,000, as you can see. And before we jump in, I may as well show you the gear and inventory setup that I used quick. Not going to explain too much. The most important parts is that I'm using an arc light with a blowpipe switch, because obviously you have to use two styles. And as for the demonic gorillas themselves, they're in the crash site cavern north of the Tree Gnome stronghold. And you can only kill these creatures after the Monkey Madness 2 quest. Now they're actually a little complicated, and I don't really want to waste your guys' time, considering this is a loot video, so if you guys want me to make a guide on these separately, let me know down in the comments, and I'll probably get around to it. One thing to note, all of these kills were on a Black Demon Slayer task, meaning I could use the Slayer Helm boost, which makes these significantly better. And for the most part with this gear setup, I could get 15 to 20 kills per trip if I was paying full attention, not streaming. And it would be a lot better if I had a Ceradome and Godsword, but I can't afford that. Either way, what you came here for, what did I get in terms of drops? So the demonic gorillas actually have a few rare drops. The big ticket one is the Zenyte Shard, which you probably know makes the Zenyte jewelry the best jewelry in the game. And that is 1 in 300. So during these, I got 5 Zenyte Shards. Yeah, I was pretty lucky. They usually go for around 11 mil each or so. Obviously, it fluctuated throughout the video as I did this over a span of like a month or two. They also have a couple more drops that create the light and heavy ballista, like the different parts for it, and then the monkey tail, which puts it all together. I did end up getting 2 ballista springs, a ballista limb, and a monkey tail. Now, the monkey tail is 1 in 1,500, so pretty rare. It does fetch a decent price. I don't know exactly. I haven't sold it yet. And the spring and the limb aren't really worth anything. They're worth 30k. They're back down to elk value, but they are 1 in 500 each. On top of all these rare drops, they do have a chance for hard and elite clues. I ended up getting 5 hards and 4 elites. Not going to count that towards the loot though. And with that, I may as well show you guys the loot. Let's go over to the bank. Alright, I've gathered all of the common loot from the gorillas. Because the inventory filled up really quickly, I sold 2 items real quick, the prayer pot drops and the Ceradome and brew drops, which the prayer drops obviously are a little weird because I use prayer there, but I already considered all of the prayer that I would be using for the 1,000 kills. We'll get into that in a bit. So I counted them as loot. And it was 100 3-dose prayer pots and 35 2-dose Sarah brews, and that added up to like 700k. And then I got 300k in just straight coin drops. And then there were a couple seeds I couldn't include, like 90 watermelon seeds and a couple teak seeds. And that's where that money came from. You get a lot of alkables. These are javelin pieces to make dragon and rune javelins, a lot of rune bolts. They drop a lot of high-level seeds. So there's snapdragons, torstalls, ranars, some tree seeds, and then also some decent noted herbs. So for an Iron Man, you're going to have to go for Zenytes anyway if you want all the jewelry. And this will be pretty good for your account. A lot of farming experience, a lot of herb lore, and then a lot of GP. For the price check, it's 22.7 mil on the OS Buddy guide price for just the commons. Yeah, here are the rare and unique drops. I do have the crystal key pieces, 1 Draken Med helm that I got, and then all of the ballista pieces. I don't have the Zenytes obviously because I've sold them, used that money for skilling, but I do have the grand total of what the 5 Zenytes added up to in GP. Seeing as they all sold for a little more than 11 million, with some extra change, it all added up to 57.9 mil. Just to make the math a bit easier though, let's round that up to 58 mil. And yeah, I couldn't sell the javelin shafts if you're wondering why it's still there. They're 1 GP, and yeah, they're gonna probably take forever to sell. I might just keep it for collection. As you can see though, the rares other than the Zenytes really aren't worth anything. Like I said, I don't know about the monkey tail. I'm kind of interested. Let's see what that sells for. It does insta-sell for 590. Okay, good to know. After selling all the rare drops too, the cash jack adds up to a little over 23 mil. If you add the 58 mil from the Zenytes to that, that is a little over 81 million GP from 1,000 demonic gorillas. Absolutely insane. That does mean pretty much nothing if you don't know how long this took or what I spent to do it. So going over the supplies first, I spent 2 million GP on using the blowpipe because it's obviously very expensive to use. I used a few 100k to use my barrows, and then it was around 6 million GP in just the normal supplies. Now with supplies included in the calculation, it is 73 million. Of course it's that number. Overall, because in the beginning of the kills it was slower, had to get used to the method, and then later I got way better. So with the fluctuating kill rate, it's around 25 hours spent on this video. So with 73 mil profit, 25 hours spent, that's almost 3 mil profit per hour. And don't take this video as like, holy shit, these are insane money, because again, I got pretty lucky on the Zenites. You would expect in 1,000 kills, 3 1/3 Zenite drops. These still are, you know, well over 2 mil an hour, in theory. Very, very fun creatures. Hopefully this video wasn't too drawn out. I didn't want to make it super long, but I still wanted to put as much information in here as possible, because I spent a long time on this video and I had a lot of fun. Again, if you guys want me to make a guide on these creatures, I'm not the best at killing them, but I can definitely show you the ropes on how to get used to them. So again, because this is my second loot video on Old School, I definitely need some feedback. Am I doing this right? Is there anything you want me to change? With that though, I'm going to continue making loot videos while I work on my progress series. Again, link is in the description for that series if you're interested. You can also check out my live stream over on Twitch. That link will be in the description as well. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.